Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm guessing that Rachel Reeves, Rachel Thieves, Rachel from accounts, or Rachel, whatever you want to call her, is, if anything, panicking ever so slightly, I'm guessing. More than likely because she's worried about her job rather than little old you and me. I know, admittedly, I could be wrong, but apparently it seems she is trying to hint that taxes might be going up, which of course is a going against Labour's manifesto, but she is doing it in a bit of a roundabout or sneaky way, shall we say. I mean, for instance, she's all about everyone having to contribute and doing our bit, which is basically code for, hey, remember when I said that I wouldn't take any more of your money? Well, I'm changing my mind. And that is how it seems anyway, and I'm sure we'll all find out on November the 26th. Now, there is a big question, and that is whether she'll just tweak a small bunch of taxes or go all out and hike up income tax, which would be a massive U-turn from what Labour promised. And after, shall we say, a bit of a long chat about how everyone else is to blame for the nation's financial mess, she did point out that our national debt is a real problem that needs sorting. But to be honest with you, it was just as bad as the last election when Labour won by saying they wouldn't raise taxes much, which of course, it seems they've done nothing but make our lives harder since they got into power. The thing is though, Reeves didn't exactly just stumble across this £2.7 trillion of debt when she became Chancellor, did she, last year? So her talk about acting in the national interest, not a political one, might just say not just sit too well with those who believed Labour's promises back in July, especially, of course, since she said after last year's 40 billion tax hike that she'd wipe the slate clean and wouldn't be asking for any more. Well, maybe if anything she'll say, that last year's speech was meant for this year's, but I'll never come back. And then who knows, next year she might come back for more again. I hope I'm wrong with that. Hopefully Labour won't be in power next year if we get a lovely early election. And unfortunately, the likelihood of that isn't too good at the moment. Even today, Reeves is claiming that she's fixed the foundations of the economy while subtly preparing us for more financial pain soon, it seems. And it is a huge political risk for the Chancellor, who's already not very popular in the polls. And she's betting that people will believe she's made her earlier promise honestly. I don't know how she believes that, but that is partly what she believes. But either way, she is now forced to change her mind at their cost. But selling that story to the nation that is quickly losing trust is going to be a very tough sell for her, isn't it? And I personally hope that this will make people realise that Labour just aren't fit to govern. And hopefully, even though it is unlikely at the moment, hopefully it will cause something to happen to bring upon an early general election.